In a review by Harvard Business School, they say that the number one criteria for advancement or promotion in business is the ability to communicate effectively. Now, I have talked about communication and connecting on numerous calls, and that's because it is so very important. I think back in my early days as a recruiter and how I had to learn to be a better connector in my business to be successful. It's interesting that we're studying how to be a person of influence, and we find that in this lesson, John talks about the fact that we have to be good connectors to be good influencers. He also wrote a book called Everyone Communicates, but Few Connect. There are tons of books. I hate to use that word tons. I don't know why I even throw it out there. There are many books written on communication and how effective communication can make a difference in our journey in everything, whether it's in your business, your life, your family, whatever. Our ability to connect with others is so important. And you may ask, well, why is it so hard? Well, when it comes to connecting, the number one problem is because it's about the other person and not about us. And so we have to take our thoughts, our desires, our mindset and shift it from where we are thinking about ourselves to be thinking about others. And when we can become better connectors, we become better influencers. When we become better influencers, we become better in every aspect of our life's journey. And so today, as we talk about how to become better connectors and better influencers and better mentors and better leaders, we're going to talk about some things that will help us in this journey of connecting. So when we connect with people, we do a couple of very important things. One, we raise them up. We lift them up to a higher level. And when they reach a higher level, then they can travel at a higher level. But how do we do that? How do we take others to that next level by connecting with them? So, this week, many of us have been on this new journey called the Shackley, what's it called, babe? Give me the word.
Action Academy.
Action Academy. Thank you. And so part of that Action Academy is really about building relationships and connecting with other people. And if we're going to be successful in our Shackley businesses, and I'm going to focus on that right now, is that we have to really become better connectors. And that might mean connecting in a lot of different ways, especially in this environment that we're in right now, where we're not really getting to see people as much face to face as we normally do. So, how are we connecting with others? How are we reaching out to others? What are we doing to improve our connecting skills? Well, all of that's important. And all of that's going to make a difference in our journey as we move forward in this environment that we're living in. So let me share about 9 things with you this morning that I think can make us better connectors. And I think that's something we all want to be better at. And I know as a high D, it's one of my challenges is to be able to connect with others because I don't tend to focus on other people as much as I should. I focus on me. I focus on the bottom line. I focus on what's got to get done rather than focusing on that other person. So this is a great lesson for me. And it's a great time for me to step up and be a better connector. Because this time with all of this craziness that's going on makes it even more difficult for me. and you'll see more posts and more things from me coming out on my pages and on my Facebook and Instagram. You're going to see more of that. You may even receive a text from me that says something about connecting, about building our leadership skills to the next level. So let's go into these 9 items that I think, these 9 steps that are important to connecting with people. And the first one is that don't take people for granted. We got any guilty parties here? I know I am. I've been there many times. I've found myself taking other people for granted. Everyone is important. And when we treat them that way, if we treat them as though they're important, gosh, think about how close we can become, how much better we can become at connecting with them. Just thinking that they're important. Wow. That one thing alone can make a huge difference. The second thing is that we have to possess a make a difference mindset. Okay, make a difference mindset. Our goal should be to make a difference every day, to make every day valuable, not just for ourselves, but for others. And there are a couple of things I want to share about making a difference, making that difference in your mindset. First, we have to believe that we can make a difference. I had a post on one of my pages where an individual was talking about their leadership or their lack of leadership ability. You know what? You've got to believe that you have the skill set. You got to believe that you can make that difference. You got to shift that mindset from, well, I can't do that, to I can do that. And it starts with building ourselves and developing ourselves and working on ourselves so that we can become better and we can make a difference. You're making a difference every day that you show up. And so when we show up with the mindset that we can make a difference, we will make a difference. We have to believe that what we have to share, we have to believe that our Shaklee business, our products, our opportunity can make a difference in others' lives. And when we believe that, then we can take our businesses to the next level. So you have to believe what you're sharing can make a difference. Not just that you can make a difference, but what you're sharing can make a difference. And if we just applied those 2 things, what amazing results could possibly come from that. Believe the person that you are sharing with can also make a difference. That they have the potential to be difference makers. That they have a potential to take that information and make their own lives different and grow and become better. The 4th thing that I want to share in that area is that believe that together we can all make a difference. Not just me by myself, but we collectively can make a difference. We have to shift that mindset from the me mindset to the we mindset so that we can make a difference in this world. And we know that Shaklee, our opportunity, our products can make a difference. And when we're working together as a team to make that happen, we can have a greater impact and we can influence more people. And we can connect with more people in a positive way. So the first 2 is, number 1, don't take people for granted. Number 2, possess a difference mindset. Number 3 is this: initiate movement toward them. So it's going to be hard for us to do that right now. But if you're in a meeting and you have the opportunity to speak to someone, don't wait for them to come to you. go to them. So we're in this new uh, internet world that we're living in, this Zoom world, this Facebook world. Don't wait for people to reach out to you. Reach out to them. As we heard yesterday from Joe, you know, some of the things that we can do on Facebook, some of the things that we can do in Instagram is we can pay attention to what people are saying and we can comment on those things that they're putting out there. Positively comment, make some kind of, that's kind of moving toward them in the internet world, you know, inviting them to things, moving towards them. Don't wait. So if you put a post out there, don't wait for somebody to respond to it. Go find somebody and say something to them and help them find a way to respond to your post, to your interactions, to what you're sharing. And until we get through this pandemic, it's primarily going to be through social media or the telephone or text. But move toward people. Don't wait for them to come to you. Number 4, and this one is very, very important because this is where we get off of our high horse and we step down to the level where the other person is, and we try to find some common ground that we can agree on. You know, right now, the last thing that any of us want to be doing is get into conversations about politics. So forget about all of that. Let's think about what is something that we can all agree on, something that we all want, something that we all can consider as common ground. What is it? What is that one thing that we can all work together on? Right now, better health, immunity, finding ways to overcome this stupid stuff that we're having to deal with out there right now. So number 5 is so, so important. We have to recognize and respect the differences in personalities. You know, we've been through the DISC. We've talked about DISC many, many times, and we know that everybody has a different personality type, a different personality style. They react to things differently. Like I said, I'm a high D. I do things differently than the I's and the C's and the S's. But because I have this skill set of recognizing how other people want to be treated, then I can better respect them at their level, at their personality style. And I can make a bigger difference in their journey, get a deeper concern about them and where they are and where they're coming from. That's how we connect with people. That's one of the keys, is that so much about understanding the different personality styles, because we're all different. But at the end of the day, we have all common goals that we can focus on, that common ground. We just have to search it out. Focus on them and not on ourselves. Number 6, find the key to others' lives. What is it they're interested in? What motivates them? Not what motivates me, not what motivates Jim Hatchell to do what he does, but what motivates Dale? What motivates Paulette? What motivates Betsy? What motivates Meg? What motivates Elizabeth? What is it that motivates those on your team? What is it that motivates your prospects? What is it that motivates your customers? When we get down to their level and we start investigating these things by asking great questions, then we can learn more. We can build better relationships. We can connect. And when we connect, then we can grow together and become our best versions. Number 7, communicate from the heart. You know, it's what's inside that matters. I had another post the other day about an individual who was sharing some things about his leadership, and that he was talking about how the books that he was reading gave him good information, but he didn't feel like he was a good leader. And I said, well, you can't get good leadership from just reading books. It's what's inside that counts. It's what's in your heart. And it's the same thing when we're connecting with other people. To effectively communicate, we have to communicate from inside, from our heart, from the level of love and understanding. And when we do that, we will be much better. We can climb the ladder of success together because we're focusing on that type of communication from the heart. And number 8 is a very simple one. And I talk about this all the time. And we talk about this in Shaklee all the time. Share common experiences. Share your story. When we have a story to tell, we're going to be able to connect with others at a greater level, because we all know that stories sell. But I don't want to say stories sell. I mean, stories tell, facts sell. So the stories that we share, the stories that we tell, connect at an emotional level. And when we connect with people at an emotional level, we grow closer. And that's what it's all about, is becoming closer. If you have a team member, if you have a customer, if you have a family member or a friend or somebody who is out there and needs some help, all of us have stories that we can use and share to help them on their journey. And as influencers, we can have a greater impact and greater influence when we do share our stories. And number 9 says, once connected, move forward, lean in. A real connection creates a willingness and a desire for more, for a more intimate relationship, for a closer relationship, for more information, for potential opportunity to be a member of your team, to be a stronger member of your team. And that's what we're after. I mean, that's what we want to do, is we want to build those relationships. So after thinking about those 9 things, after you've thought about them, and we'll put these out on the web, on the Facebook page so you can see them. But I want you to think about 3 people in your organization, or 3 people that you're working with in some other area. How could you use these 9 things to improve your relationship with each of them? How can you improve your relationship with each of them? So as we wrap up today, I want you to think about, how can I be a better connector? What do I need to do? What steps do I need to take? Of those 9 things, which ones do I need to get my file out and sharpen a little bit so that I can become better in my connecting process? For me, it's all 9. I'm gonna have to go out in the garage and cut on the grinder and start filing away, because I need to work on all 9 of those areas. So I want you to look at them and decide which ones you need to work on so that you can become a better connector. Connecting is essential to everything that we do. Everything. When we are good connectors, we become better in every area of our journey. So who are you connecting with today? How are you going to improve that connection process? I wish you much success on your journey. I look forward to sharing with you again next Wednesday as we talk about another step in becoming a person of influence. Hey, this is Jim saying have a great day.